program today. Jimmy Pardo is here, everybody. He's never not funny.
Is he not?
According to the name of his podcast, but we'll be the judge of that. Plus, lurking in space are two giant sucking holes. It's actually not a setup to a Kardashian joke. It's Galactopedia reminding you to always be afraid of the stars.
And today's Gadgetron is HP's answer to the iMac.
What?
Yeah, there is still an HP.
Wow.
Is this the one desktop to rule them all? I don't know. You'll have to find out. And Chris Gore and Jeff Wong head to the Asian Underground to bring you cult films like 13 Assassins, True Legend, and the terrifying horror of I Saw the Devil.
Aww.
I never want to see the devil.
What? What do you think the devil wears? Plaid?
I don't think he wears anything.
Ooh.
He's just fire.
Sexy.
Ew.
How about we get to the headlines? Yeah, let's do that.
That's your cue, Sarah.
Oh, hey! What's up?
What do you think the devil wears? And you can't say Prada.
I imagine him as he was in Insidious. Did you guys see that movie?
No. Was that the one with the dream inside of a dream inside of
Yeah,
a dream inside of Leo
that one.
DiCaprio? Yep, got it.
Seemed right.
That's not that one.
I don't know. Yes, it was.
It was?
No.
It was like that.
It was like Inception?
Oh no. But it is about a little boy dreaming.
Okay.
So that was you were kind of right.
Got it.
Anyways,
Oh, it was
today Facebook is going to start trying to sell you more crap. What? No, we're not excited about that.
Oh, wait, say it again, say it again. We'll react to it, really.
Facebook is
Hold
gonna
on, no. Let's give her the right reaction.
Facebook is gonna start trying to sell you more crap. That's right. Can you believe it? It's crazy.
Whoa!
Guys are
No
on it.
food or beverage near the plasmas. I'm blaming you for my own rage,
Don't get
like
it.
my old man used to.
Can we get a napkin back here?
I'm working through it. Where's the rest of the
it.
headlines? I'm sorry.
All right, well, let me get to it and stop screaming. By golly. Microsoft plans on ditching CES. What? But wait, we've got the first trailer for The Hobbit. All of that and more. It's coming up
You got
in
it?
the feed. You got your drink fixed
we're
now,
good. We're all
Candace?
fine.
Okay.
Kevin makes a mess. I have to clean
And
it.
she cleans too, gentlemen.
Time now to run down the top 5 things on the web.
Let's take care of the important things here.
Switch it out. Put it back in. New straw.
That's the thing. Look, some people really need coffee to get them going. It's
Yeah, well, I'm
true.
sick, so I need it. Gotta get going.
okay.
Yeah. Did you say something?
Yes, I did.
This
I
is an
said some
interesting
people
show,
need
that's for
coffee
sure.
to get them going. which-
Oh, but around the net just likes near-death experiences.
Just play the clip, please. No,
that was
just
so close.
Just one more reason why I should always be allowed to wear military-grade cybernetic body armor every second of every day. Put it on. Let me wear it around.
We've been over
Robot
this.
walk. What?
Mech suits don't exist.
Yeah, and with that attitude, they never will.
Okay. That's okay. For me. And at number 4 is an oopsie by a mechanic that's set hilariously to the ode of immolation, Arthur Brown's Fire.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about fixing cars. Not gonna
No.
lie. I'm pretty sure this is bad, though.
I am the god of hellfire, and I bring you fire. I'll take you to burn. Fire. I'll take you to learn.
There we go.
Hey, Kevin.
They're running around.
Kevin.
What?
His chestnuts roasted over an open fire.
Yeah, thank you.
Whoa, whoa!
No, okay, the pale face is not a positive thing, Candace.
I know, but it hasn't been brought back in such a long time. I'm just excited to see it. I don't care who has to wear it. We'll take one for the team. The camel.
The team doesn't need a pale face.
Yes, it does. You're the
You
one
took
who
that one for yourself.
You're the one who invented pale face.
Right.
So it clearly needs it. The team.
Do we have it on? Let's just do it again. Yeah! No, not if you enjoy it. That takes the fun out of it. There. Whoa!
Pale face. So you're not enjoying it, so that's the
The
right way to do
holiday
it.
started for us approximately 3 shows ago. Right? Okay.
Should we talk
As long
about
as
the
we're all
camel?
clear. Oh, let's talk about a
I
camel.
would really love to talk about a camel right now.
All right, what do you want to say about a camel?
You know, the camel is known as the ship of the desert.
True. And as today's number 3 shows us, sometimes even ships get frisky on shore leave.
Vallahi yani severek geldik buraya. Hoşumuza gitti. Gezdik, kaleyi gezdik. Hazan'a evlerini gezdik. Yani muhteşem de biraz bakımsız, kale bakımsız. Onu
You know, Bang Bus Afghanistan is completely different than what we're used to here in the States. It was a nice van, though. Really nice van. I love getting humped by humps.
You know that's Fergie's best song, by the way.
Humped by humps? Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah. Her album artwork is always so literal. Fergie.
In at number 2 today.
She's pretty hot for a dude. I'll give her that. You know what I mean?
She
Okay.
has great abs. And she has
Yeah,
a super hot husband.
What? She does?
She does.
Who's she dating?
Josh do whatever. Yeah, Duhamel?
Duhamel? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, the voice of Bomb Patrol Afghanistan, everybody!
Hey!
Wow, we did it!
Circle
great.
around.
She's still a dude.
And at number 2 today,
Just saying.
a robot uprising.
Yes, we're about to show you. This is a clip of an out-of-control concrete polishing machine, but the best part of the video isn't the half-assed attempt to actually shut it down. It's
the running commentary by the guys filming the whole debacle.
Let's see what's gonna happen.
We're gonna try the big stick theory. He's gonna go flying across try to kill the engine with water, and hit the big stick. Okay, we're gonna smother it with tarp.
This is actually gonna work, I think.
Oh, there we go. No, right him in the hole.
Right him, cowboy.
We now got him in the hole, spin. Oh, ole. 8 seconds. 8 seconds is what we're looking for. He is now blinded and mad. The lions around the injured gazelle. Oh, no, there we go. $50 to the gentleman with the antlers.
brilliant.
It's not every day you see a polishing device finish off a dozen beefy construction workers.
Unless you know where to go on the internet. You can absolutely.
Pale face. Whoop, whoop. Still ahead, the holiday greeting you wish you could unsee.
Yes, ATN goes all human centipede.
Pale
face
face,
is bad.
pale face. Whoop, whoop.
On the net, number 1 video.
Present you want to return, but I'm still a present. Oh my God!
And at number 1 today
Let me
is
guess.
what?
A very special holiday greeting?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. If anything warms the cockles of your heart this season, let it be this animated Christmas card from the most vomit-inducing horror movie of all time. You know, the human centipede is just so romantic.
How can
Gets
you
me.
say that?
Candace, it's a movie about people finding each other and becoming inseparable, and that sounds a lot like love to me, you know?
Because
Admit
they
it.
have to be.
What do you- if Drew Barrymore were somehow stapled to Ryan Gosling's cornhole, you'd swoon. Oh, adorable.
Yeah,
now
I
it's a movie
would.
for me.
It's true, I would.
Thank you. Hey, pro tip. This holiday season, don't let Drunkle Ted stuff your stocking.
Hey, offenders. Attack of the Show posted my bail and sent me to Venice Beach, California to offer people sex advice. So strap on your rollerblades and let down your Speedos. This is Sex Man on the Beach.
All right, so my boyfriend likes to keep photos of his old girlfriends. And his excuse is that it's all part of the path that has led
Yeah.
him to me. But I just think it sounds like bull.
You know what's bull? Santa Claus. How come he gets to break into your house while you're sleeping and take pictures of you and upload them to a Japanese pay website, but when I do it, I'm the Grinch that stole your innocence?
But I'm kind of asking about the boyfriend in the photos. So what do you think about that?
You know, when I was a kid, I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus, and then later I saw Daddy him off. Do you want to see my Yule log? Like I always say, if I can touch just one person down there, it's been worth it. Everything else is just the sauce from that. I'll see you next time, because I'm in your...
Drunkle
I love the
Ted.
Drunkle.
Y'all, a crazy billionaire is building a way to escape our planet.
I was like, someone needs to shake the mouse. The screensaver turned on.
Because of this. Because of what we're talking about.
Oh, here's a space thing. Astronomers have theorized about black holes for hundreds of years, but only fairly recently have they been able to actually locate them. Earlier this month, researchers announced that they have found the two biggest black holes in the known universe. While black holes can't be seen directly, scientists can find them and weigh them by measuring the speeds of stars traveling around the center of nearby galaxies. These massive black holes were found in separate galaxies only 300 million light years apart, a relatively close distance by space standards. First spotted by the Keck 2 and Gemini North telescopes, they're believed to have a combined mass equal to almost 30 billion suns. In addition to being colossal collections of infinite darkness, scientists believe that these newly discovered black holes can be used to study how galaxies across the universe were formed. From the deepest corners of the universe, we travel back down to Earth, where scientists in Maryland are developing a unique yet simple method to collect data from comets using harpoons. Researchers at NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center are designing a harpoon that will be able to pierce the surface of a comet and bring back unprecedented subsurface data for lab analysis. Before it can be put to use, scientists must first ensure that the harpoon is capable of penetrating a variety of different surfaces. That's because comets are made up of an unpredictable mixture of ice, salt, and rock. These collections of minerals are left over from our solar system's formation. So the subsurface samples could be used to find clues about the origin of our planets and possibly life itself. And finally, NASA may not be sending any rockets into space anytime soon, but that isn't stopping one billionaire from launching his own. Paul Allen, the co-founder of Microsoft, announced last week that he's developing the Stratolaunch, a mothership that will serve as a platform to launch rockets right into orbit. This gigantic plane will have a wingspan of 385 feet and run on half a dozen 747 engines. It'll carry rockets up to the stratosphere, where they will then be dropped and fired into space. Stratolaunch Systems, the company behind the behemoth aircraft, say that not only will it revolutionize space travel for rockets, but human flights as well. The launch platform will minimize both the costs and risk of traditional launch methods. But don't buy your ticket to space just yet. The Stratolaunch isn't expected to take flight until 2016. So there you have it. From supermassive black holes to launch pads in the sky, it's been a giant month for space. Let's hope that 2012 is just as big.
Thanks, Space! We'll stay off Europa. Still ahead, ready to upgrade your desktop? Gadgetron is there for you.
And later, the very funny Jimmy Pardo swings by. Hello. Interview time with him later. There was a great scene where she masturbated.
Yeah, you gotta stop talking about masturbating in the car!
While you were gone, someone tweeted.
Oh!
You want to read one?
Giant Smasher. Most awkward thing this year, trying to explain the human centipede to my mom. I bet.
Yeah, send her my way. I'm really good with moms, right, Candace? Yeah.
Read a tweet.
Okay. I'm just saying, every family should centipede around the holiday time. Yeah. Families that centipede together stay together.
So weird. You are so weird.
digest
Why
each
are y'all
other's food.
agreeing with him? Stop begging him on.
How dare
That's
you?
weird.
And the
I would
Portuguese
never
heritage
centipede
is very,
with
very
my
deep.
family. I would never.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Well,
I feel sad for
I'm
you.
sorry that you do.
Age Your Son says, I plan on trying to work the phrase Ryan Gosling's cornhole into every conversation. Did that sound like a bed and breakfast, like a Cracker Barrel that he might own?
Right?
Call
Gosling's
down Ryan
cornhole.
Gosling's cornhole, you know?
I guess.
No, or not. It could be a term for his butthole. Yes, it could be that as well.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Yeah. Well, for those tweets, you guys are going to get UFC 2011's Ultimate Fight Collection. Oh, look at that. It's too precious to toss. 170 fights, 50 hours, 20 discs. What?
Oh my goodness.
I'm tapping out because it's too exciting. I can't handle it.
If you guys want to be a part of the show and end up on our Twitter wall, tweet us at AOTS or use the hashtag AOTS.
News time, ahoy!
Permission to board, Captain Sarah?
Permission granted.
All right. Where do I board?
I meant,
Okay.
it's time to start the feed.
All the news you need to know.
It's Wednesday, December 21st, and here are your top stories. Facebook is giving its users a gift for the new year. No. They're giving us more ads. TechCrunch talked to one of the social network's ad goons who said that Twitter-like sponsored stories are coming in January. So now certain companies and brands will be able to inject pictures, video, and links in your personal newsfeed. And of course, you cannot opt out. Because yeah, to me, that's exactly what Facebook was truly missing. More ads. Thanks. Dicks. Microsoft is saying sayonara to the Consumer Electronics Show, guys. Yeah. In a blog post today, the company's spokesman said that 2012 will be their last CES. That means no keynote and no booth at next year's show. Redmond joins companies like Apple, Google, and now Motorola, who also recently announced the decision to opt out of the annual Las Vegas convention. But poo on them. We'll still be there covering all the gizmos and gadgets that you care about. Trust us, it's for your own good, so tune in.
Yeah.
Now, is your life lacking a little Hall & Oates? Yeah? Well, don't worry. Everything will be fine. Thanks to the Call & Oates hotline. 172,000 people have already called the free hotline that gives anyone the option of instantly listening to one of 4 Hall & Oates classics with the push of a button, like Rich Girl, Private Eyes, or my personal favorite, Man Eater. Yeah. Just call 719-260-ATES for your complimentary Fusion R&B fix. Feel free to thank me later.
Yay.
And good news for fans of Ender's Game. We got any Ender's Game fans in here? Harrison Ford is going to play Colonel Hiram Graff. Ford will join True Grit star Haley Steinfeld and grumpy old thespian Ben Kingsley. The big screen adaptation of the Orson Scott Card novel is slated for a March 2013 release. And finally, brace yourself for the return to Middle Earth. We've got the first trailer for The Hobbit. On your marks, get set, roll it. The Hobbit!
Was I?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
You good?
Yep.
All right. The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey lands in theaters December 14th, 2012. But you can see hairy people fight over jewelry on Pawn Stars right now. Oh, and one more thing. Tomorrow is the last day to get in on G4's auction of a PS3 and an Xbox 360. Both chock full of signatures from the creators behind games like Madden 12 and Skyrim. All proceeds will benefit the Child's Play charity organization that buys games for kids in over 70 hospitals around the country. To find out how you can bid, head over to g4tv.com/childsplay.
Do it!
I'm Sarah Underwood. You've just been fed. Now back over to these two people.
Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome.
Bid, y'all, bid.
Yeah.
Some of the best movies aren't made in America.
No, and you can only find them in the Asian underground.
Chris Gore here at Spin Fusion in Los Angeles. I'm doing a little holiday shopping, but before you do yours, you should watch this edition of Asian Underground. I'm joined as always by Asian cinema sensei Jeff Wong. Now Jeff, today you brought me a gift in the form of 13 Assassins, and this looks like an historically accurate samurai film.
Yeah, 13 Assassins is a remake of a film done by Takashi Miike, and it sort of follows this band of assassins as they're setting out to murder one of the shogun's relatives who's rising into power. He's sort of this brutal, evil figure, and he has to be taken out, otherwise the country will fall into turmoil.
Now, it's got all this action, this blood, guts, and it's all done Takashi Miike style.
Yeah, what's great about him and in this story is he takes a lot of time setting up all the characters. There's 13 characters you gotta follow, but he concentrates on a handful of them, so it's a big setup. Some people might get a little uneasy with how long it takes to get to the action, but once the action happens, the entire third act is a battle sequence.
Okay, True Legend looks awesome, and it's been compared to things like The Matrix and Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I'm already sold.
Yeah, well, True Legend was directed by the action choreographer of The Matrix and Crouching Tiger, so it used a lot of his style. It definitely has his visual flair. It follows the story of the legendary character The Beggar So, who, after is betrayed by his brother, goes on this long personal journey filled with wine and martial arts god fighting. And after all that, he comes back with the Drunken Fist style of boxing and uses that to avenge his family.
This has a whole video game look to it, too. In fact, I thought I maybe saw some Street Fighter moves, a little Shoryuken.
Yeah, there is some influences of that. I think what Yuen Woo-ping was trying to do was use what he knew, which was wire work and really tight choreography, mixed with a lot of visual effects. There's a lot of CG work done in this movie, but it's integrated in a way so it kind of has this broad stroke of this fantasy epic feel to it.
Strangely, Korea is actually known for its revenge films. So how does I Saw the Devil fit into this?
Yeah, I Saw the Devil is a straight-up revenge movie, and it follows this sort of government agent whose wife gets murdered by this serial killer. Within the first 30 minutes of the film, he finds him, but instead of arresting him or giving him to the police, he spends the rest of the movie sort of torturing him in the way that he feels is necessary.
Based on the amount of blood, I'd say that this is not just a revenge film. I mean, it's bordering on horror.
Yeah, there are a lot of horrific elements in this movie, and I think the way the director chose to shoot a lot of the basically kidnapping sequences or even some of the killings themselves are really akin to sort of the horror genre that Korea has kind of made popular again.
Thanks again, Jeff. You always bring me the best stuff. And happy holidays, or as they say in Japan, Shiawase-da Yishitsu from Asian Underground.
Thanks, Jeff and Chris.
Chris, right?
Yeah,
Many thanks. Time now to find out if this all-in-one desktop is worth all of your money.
The HP TouchSmart 520 all-in-one PC. Yes, that's right. It has a 23-inch
Come on, you've seen
HD
one before,
LED
right? It's not that-
touchscreen. It sits on an adjustable base
Oh.
that's 8.5 inches deep in the back, and has a 30-degree adjustable tilt. You like that tilt? Look at it. Oh, you're not looking at it. There it is.
Yeah.
There's the tilt.
Don't get mad at the audience. They actually couldn't look at it
I know,
until
they
it tilted.
couldn't.
Okay.
Which is also a nice resting spot for your keyboard. Look.
Oh, that's convenient.
how
Listen, here's the thing.
nice.
It's not as sleek as the iMac we reviewed yesterday, and some people will shout fanboy, or at least put it in all caps and tweet at me all day when I say this, but it's true. The plastic bevel and the casing, it looks and it feels a little cheaper than an iMac. You do have 4 USB ports and audio outputs in the back, 2 USB 3.0 ports on the side, and a memory card reader. There's also a DVD burner, webcam, wireless keyboard and mouse.
Look at that.
It's all fairly standard, but it comes with it, which is nice. And the computer uses Dr. Dre's Beats Audio to deliver studio quality sound. Look, it sounds good. You can turn it up really loud.
Really
I don't know
loud.
how they shrank Dr. Dre and put him in here,
don't know.
but it's incredible. And I hope he gets food in
Dr.
there.
Dre.
I guess you just slide Triscuits through the vents in the back. It sounds really good, so kudos.
The 23-inch touchscreen has a 1080p resolution, which looks good, but not as vibrant as yesterday's iMac.
Fanboy. It doesn't. And as we mentioned before, it is a touchscreen, which you can use with HP's Magic Canvas overlay. Sounds amazing. It's just a launcher. Magic Canvas converts your Windows desktop. It lets you swipe and browse through folders and applications, which is good. This is a good thing. The icons are large. They're easy to find. It does feel a little laggy from time to time.
Very
but
laggy.
what was really disappointing was that it was sold to me, from what I had read, as like, well, this is going to theme Windows to make it more touch-friendly. And it really doesn't, because it lets you launch things in a friendlier way, but the moment those applications launch, it does nothing to theme them.
Yeah.
So you're still scrolling with little sidebars. Oh yeah, don't worry. Yeah. You've ascended to heaven. Or you're about to launch Chrome. Which, there you go. But like the moment you launch it, you're still hunting and pecking for scroll bars and closey things.
It's tiny.
And that was a bit of a bummer. Not HP's fault, it's more of Windows failing. Windows 8 will probably be great on this device, but Windows 7, not so hot, or Vista even. There is a virtual keyboard. It feels weird to use, to be honest. The PC we have here, it's got 4 gigs of RAM, runs on an Intel Core i3 processor, which means it can handle standard programs, applications, and games like Modern Warfare 3 on medium settings. But if you're looking at it here and it looks a little laggy, that's because it is. It's not a gaming PC. It's not being sold as such either, but just keep that in mind, that it is an all-in-one, as long as that all doesn't include gaming.
The HP TouchSmart 520 series starts at $799, so at that price, what are we rating it?
We're giving it a 3 out of 5. If you're looking for an all-around
5 out
PC
of
to
5,
handle your media while conserving space, this might be the PC for you or your mom. It's got a good size. The speakers sound good. Again, the touchscreen is convenient. It is a little bit laggy and just not quite there. We wish it were a little bit better. Even though it is $400 more, I get it. We're fanboys for a reason. We recommend the cheapest iMac over this. It's just a better looking device, a more put together package.
Well, that's it for today's Gadgetron.
Yeah. Cue the haters.
Stay tuned, or you'll miss Jimmy Pardo, which could be very sad for you.
You know, he likes Apple products too because they're good, not because he's a fanboy, internet. Shut up.
What happens next?
Well, this guy's about to try a backflip on his bike. So what happens next? Does he let go too soon and fly off the bike? Does he land on his head? Or does he stick the landing? Find out when we return.
What happens next?
Well, this guy's about to try a backflip on his bike. So what happens next? Does he let go too soon and fly off the bike? Does he land on his head? Or does he stick the landing? Okay, impressive, I guess. It's not fun when nobody gets seriously injured.
That was amazing! Meet the comedian that opens for Conan before every show, the never not funny Jimmy Pardo.
Everybody, Jimmy Pardo here for the Pardo Patrol, outside of WWE superstar Sheamus's dressing room.
Well, you want me to show you a few moves?
Yes, help me out here. I just go low. Come on.
Let's show a basic thing. Let's show you a headlock, right? So if I'm going to grab you in a headlock, I'll come in here.
Oh, sweet.
Squeeze here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Yes, painful.
Okay. Yeah, of course it is. Of course
Okay.
it is. Hey, look over there. And I grab it like this.
Headlock.
And I for your nose.
Oh my! You're very fragile, I can see that. Maybe get some more calcium in your diet. But what we can do is right now, I can show you a body slam. It's basically where you pick the guy up. Don't really do this. Like this. Oh,
I may have just popped the nuts.
Please welcome Jimmy Pardo, everybody. That's you.
Hey, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here, sir.
What do you think of my Christmas sweater?
It's adorable. I want to hang
very
ornaments from it and wrap
attractive.
you in tinsel and
It's got
put you on the
little
top of the
pockets.
tree.
I
What do
don't
you
know
have
if
in the
this is hip
pockets?
or if I'm an old man. I don't know what I'm wearing.
It's the new hipsters. The old man look is kind of in now.
Great. I drive a Buick. I got the whole shot
You got
going.
it. Oh, is it the LeSabre?
It is lacrosse.
Is that a real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, know your Buick trivia.
I'm sorry. That's how out of touch I am with the kids these days. I don't know what's going off the lots at the Buick dealership.
We're not kids. There's no kids over there.
No,
It's just
none.
me and a guy named Hal.
What do you
And,
What do you have in the pockets? You have Werthers?
Nothing, dreams and hopes.
Oh, okay. Just keep those there. You should never take those out in this town.
No, they're well
Someone's
hidden.
going to shatter them.
They're well hidden.
Speaking of, you give hope to audiences across the world, or at least here in LA, every day when you warm up for Conan.
Yes.
You're his warm-up guy. But what does it require to fire up an audience, to like?
Well,
to
you
get
know what?
them
I'm
going?
very lucky in this job. I don't have to do any of the usual nonsense that a warm-up does of having TV theme song sing-alongs or throwing
really?
out candy bars or with a
T-shirt cannon or something.
I don't have to do any of that.
Okay, good.
I go out and I do 10 to 15 minutes, sometimes 30, depending on technical difficulties.
Right. Conan's hair.
Certainly, it takes a little time to put the erector set up in that. And I just get to do comedy, and I just get
That's
to improvise
great. What
with
a
the
great
audience
gig.
the whole time. And it is the greatest gig in the world.
And then the clip that we saw before the interview was the Pardo Patrol, which is when
which we do on TeamCoco.com.
Yeah.
And it's just me. I barge into the dressing rooms of guests and just start interviewing them, or with the wrestler. Said, hey, why don't you teach me some moves? Adam Levine was on. Levine, your call. And I had him teach me how to sing, and then I had the young lady from Footloose and Dance with the Stars. I had her teach me how to dance. Just all stupid stuff that could or could not go viral.
Right.
Emphasis on the not.
On the not part? Yeah. No, it's gonna get there. Now, when you do that, when you're in the dressing room and you're like, okay, we're gonna play around. Is the talent normally warm to that idea, or is there a publicist in the way?
A publicist is certainly in the way, trying to make it not happen. And
how do we suck the funny out of this one?
Right,
Hold on.
yeah. So, which is why I kick everybody out. I kick everybody out of the room so that the publicist isn't there judging.
Right.
And you get out. Let's just have fun. You know what I mean? And 9 times out of 10, they all want to have a good time. No, 10 out of 10. Nobody's been a Scrooge. That's theme. That's holiday.
That's true. And then the Never Not Funny podcast,
Yes.
which has been going on for years.
Almost 6 years
And
now, yeah.
Congrats on that, by the way.
Yeah, we were early on the podcast thing. I didn't know anything. I had listened to Ricky Gervais, and then a guy named Matt Belknap came to me and said, let's turn one of your live shows at the UCB Theater here in LA into a podcast. And I went, oh, you're great. I don't know what that is, but sure.
Sure, I'll take it.
I'm doing nothing else with my afternoons. So we started it. It just took off. Like, the tech nerds loved it. It was a professional sounding, good, audio quality show.
Right.
It wasn't just a guy talking to his microphone on the computer. So
That's
they loved
exactly.
it.
They're used to someone on their webcam garbling into a Radio Shack microphone at the time, and that was
exactly.
that. And here, Fidelity. What's that?
Right. Here's a guy delivering this in stereo and who's got some chops. And
you went stereo on him.
Oh, listen.
You gave him a left and a right?
I'm going to tell you, we go quad on some episodes.
That is
the whole crew.
Mixed in 7.1. Yeah. No, the tech nerds. I like how you gestured towards me and the few people in the
I don't
studio.
know what happens around here. Listen, I got a
nerds.
Buick. Which, by the way, has a terrific cassette deck in it.
My lord, really?
Oh, the sound from this thing.
Hold on, does it auto flip, or do you have to pull it out and
I don't care for that auto flip. I like knowing what's going on.
Right. When you're done with side A, you want to go to side B.
I press that button, it comes at me, I refresh my memory which side, I put it right back in. It feels like I'm part of it.
Now we'll take the second half of the Jay Giles band and slap it back in there.
Sure, life's a centerfold. Love stinks. I'll play this game.
Want to talk about the Pardcast-a-thon?
Yeah.
Because this is for good.
Yes, it is.
This is really for good.
We do this event every year. We started back in 2009, and we just did our third one, where we raise money for the charity Smile Train organization that goes to third world countries and fixes cleft palates on children. Each surgery only takes 15 minutes and costs $250.
Really?
And there was just something about it that I was drawn to. And I mean, the cheesy thing to say is that, hey, I spend my living putting smiles on faces, and so do they, so that's a perfect marriage. But it's really
That is a
neat.
very cheesy thing to say,
I
but,
know.
But it's very sweet.
But it works.
Very sweet,
And we raised almost $42,000 this year. We do
Congratulations,
thanks.
man. That's really beautiful.
And we have,
fantastic.
we go from a 6P to 6A. We do 12 hours. And I have people, musicians and comics, actors. Rich Sommer from Mad Men came on.
Rich Sommer from Mad Men?
We got him.
Rich?
We got him.
You got Rich on there?
We got him.
Rich Sommer from Mad Men?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was that enough for the fiver, Rich?
Do I get the money?
Rich is out here somewhere. We had a side bet. Oh, there we go.
There we go. Thank you, sir.
I said the damn name. Wait a minute. I said it. But I dropped it like 12 times after that. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Kids, we're going to the Buick dealership tonight.
Cassette tapes for everybody.
Huzzah! Jimmy Pardo, ladies and gentlemen. Truly an honor. Thanks for coming on. Jimmy Pardo, you guys can watch him on Conan. Check out his podcast and the 2011 Podcastathon at podcast.com. That was a real... We can scotch this, right?
Yeah, of course we can.
Beautiful.
Stick around, Epic Fail is next. We all know that navigating programming guides is a bitch. So introduce your TV to the 21st century with Peel, a device that turns your smartphone into a universal remote and bypasses those crappy interfaces, and runs through a little pear-shaped device that sends an IR signal to a cable box. Then that awful programming guide is transformed into a slick, easy-to-navigate interface that works with any Android or iOS device. The main attraction is the recommendation engine. Over time, it learns your watching habits and points you towards shows and events of interest. It even tailors its recommendations based on what you typically watch during a particular time of day. Then it compiles top picks, favorite shows, and favorite channels, and it partitions shows, movies, and sporting events, all of which are a tap away. So screw that crappy plastic remote. Get more out of a TV with Peel for $79.
And now, a hot chick holds her breath.
Coming up tomorrow on an all-new Attack of the Show. Anil Kapoor from Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol will be here to debrief us on one of the year's biggest movies. Then Chris Hardwick will blind us with the shiny new 15-inch MacBook Pro in our Gadget Prawn Holiday Gift Guide. And Grace Helbig explores a seedy underworld with Daniel Craig and the cast of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. See it tomorrow.
It's time for today's Epic Fail.
Today, motocross in Russia.
That's really all you need to know.
That is pretty brilliant. Good old Russian craftsmanship.
Fail that bike!
Comrade. Maybe we should read another tweet or two? Okay. Let's limp on into this. Colin Oates shouted us out. You know Colin Oates from the feed. They said, thanks. Second favorite band is Holland AOTS. Pretty nice. That's very cool. Thank you for that, guys. I don't know if they're going to get sued to oblivion or if it's an actually licensed thing, but more power to you. I think it's a brilliant idea. I hope you remain on the line. NFG Rocker Dude says that interview with Pardo was awesome. We need Kevin and Jimmy podcasts. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Somehow Jimmy was fooled into thinking I would be a good guest, so he emailed and asked me to come
You
on
would
it.
be a great guest, Kevin. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm going to be on the podcast.
Hell yeah.
Very soon. When are you going to start a podcast?
I don't know.
You and Sarah should just play Girl Talk once a week together. Or Mall Madness video cast. That's
Done.
it. You guys play. Yeah.
Sarah and I are doing it.
Sweet. We'll pixelate all the nudity and then we'll sell a premium version on iTunes.
Nudity!
If you're not nude during Mall Madness, you're playing it wrong.
Chris Gore!